testify. You're going out and you're coming in. He is in you. You are in him. You are a victor. You are a victor of that circumstance. That circumstance, I want to proclaim to you. I say you are a victor. 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 Lift up your hands and say, I believe. Lift up your hands and say, I believe. Listen to me. The Spirit of God is telling me now that there's enough faith in this house. That there's enough faith. Things are already happening. There is enough faith. The Spirit of God is saying there is what? Enough faith. One of the situations I can't forget, I challenged my faith. By then I was a young pastor. But then we were in Agaga layout. I'm glad mommy is here. The woman, the first son, died in General Hospital. Nursing and the doctors have confirmed that the boy is dead. Then the usual practice in the hospital, they cover the face of the child. The mother was crying, but what they were aware as she was crying, her faith was connected. She's watching the nurse and the doctors to leave there. And as the doctor and the nurses leave there, she went and used her hand, removed the cloths from the son's face, tied the child on his back, run from the general hospital to get a taxi. And as he got his taxi straight to my house, when he just come there, he said, where pastor? I say, here is me. What is it? They don't give me the child. He said, that is my child. My first son, he shall not die. He shall not die. He shall not die. He shall not die. The child that doctor have pronounced one dead. Throw the child on me. I threw the child, lie the child down. In our room, the bedroom. I prayed for the child. Pray. First time, nothing happened. Second time I came, I put my mouth in his mouth. And I breathed on the child. Listen now, faith can be tested. This was a test. Second time I came to the parlor. But here, as I was in the parlor, this woman was crying around. I was hearing her. My first child shall not die. Shall not die. So I said, yes. Your child, your first son shall not die. God is hearing. I went down the third time. I put my mouth on the child's mouth, my nose upon the child's nose. I said, you shall not die. You shall not die. The child speaks. Then I grab the child. That's why I'm here to declare to you, anything that has died in your life, tonight is coming back to life. It's 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 coming back to life. By his grace and by his mercy, he has used me to raise the dead. He has used me to open the eyes of the blind. He has used me to open the mouth of those who are dumb and deaf. You must be willing to let go. Let that thing go. Because you must ask one thing to go to give you a chance to receive another thing. Am I communicating here? Let your sickness go. Let your body go. Whatever that is dead in your life, let it go. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? Am I communicating? You know that Jesus, in all people that he healed, he not they even pray. Receive. 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 She went back to doctor. Doctor said, what happened? Then they start bringing out tests upon tests that they have carried upon her. You know, tests. You know, some people say that miracle don't last. Look at her, she's dead. Many, many years. Many, many years. Many years. Today is the end of that affliction. That disease must end today. Borotoro must end today. Anybody you are carrying, tell that thing go. Leave me alone. Sickness, leave me alone. Go. Your time has expired. I am on the rock. I am on the rock. I am on the rock. The rock of ages. The rock of ages. The rock of ages. Open your mouth. You should disarm anything that has been around you that is of the devil. That is of the devil. Your healing is in the house. Your deliverance is in the house. Your deliverance is in the house. The word of God says he sent his word to heal them and to deliver them. He sent his word to heal them and to deliver them. I send that word of God. I send it right now in his name. Every sickness be healed. 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 In the name of Jesus.
Jesus yesterday, today and forever. Amen. The Women Fellowship of Flock of Christ Mission invites all to the National Women's Convention 2019. Theme, Focus on Christ. Hebrews 12, 1-2. Date, 2nd to 6th October 2019. Convention speakers are Pastor Margaret Agbonifo, Dr. Mrs. Ndidi Solomon, and other anointed speakers. Your host, Bishop and Reverend Dr. Mrs. Simeon Oka. Venue, Flock of Christ Mission Headquarters, Enere Road, Enere Warri, Delta State. Time, 4:30 p.m. and 8 a.m. daily. The convention shall feature branch banner parade, symposium, anointed messages, Bible study, health talk, and many more. Be focused on Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. At Flock of Christ Mission, God is our refuge.
Father, I am a sinner. Today, I've heard your voice. I don't want to continue my old way. Jesus, you died for me on the cross. Here I am. Save me. Come into my heart. Let your blood wash away my sin. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for coming to my heart. Give me the grace to serve you in the remaining days of my life. Thank you again. In Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Can you celebrate this one that have given their life to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords?
If this message has impacted on your life, why not share that testimony with us today by calling any of these numbers: 0805 745 0591, 0703 163 7550, 0806 955 8362, and 0805 071 6729. For further knowledge about Flock of Christ Mission Incorporated and its activities, visit our website www.flockofchristmission.com or our Facebook at Bishop Simon Oka or flockofchristmission.com. This message is sponsored by Flock of Christ Mission Incorporated. God is our refuge.
Nigeria is 59. The management of Delta Broadcasting Service, Warri, in conjunction with Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, invites the general public to join us in the 2019 Independence Day celebration, tagged Drtv Nigeria Praise. This program is a praise program designed to worship God on behalf of the nation. Dress code white and green. Get fee free of charge. Featuring dance galore, Fogmont Gospel Music Ministers, International Mass Choir of all churches, African Praise. Venue DBS Ejeba Expressway, Warri. Date Tuesday 1st of October 2019. Time 12 noon. Groups or church mass choir who wish to participate in this program should please contact Johnson Obaseje on 0803 555 4015 or Harrow 0803 453 8423. Signed, Reverend Harold Ikuku, DBS Warri, Chairman, Planning Committee.
Are you facing any spiritual problems, delay in marriage or miscarriage, financial crisis, or dissatisfied with your present condition? Your set time is now. Come experience the raw power of God and miracles as Voice of God International Gospel Center presents 72 Hours with God. Ministering in word is Bishop Aslem Arutere.
Keep turning point, positive turning point in every aspect of your life.
Date Tuesday 8th to Thursday 10th October 2019. Time Tuesday 8th to Wednesday 9th 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Thursday 10th Wonders Online 10 p.m. Venue number 5 Ovie Palace Road off Efun Sapele Road, Efun, Delta State, Nigeria. For more inquiries, call 081-641-11403. Come as your miracles and testimonies await you. This program is powered by Voice of God International Center and Favor TV.
October is here again. DBS Warri Oktoberfest Children's Party. Oh yes, it is happening again as Delta Broadcasting Service Warri organizes 2019 Independence Fun Fair Party. It promises to be wonderful. There will be march past, dancing competition, recitation, train rides, bouncing castle, and of course, Barney will be in attendance. Parents and guardians, what are you waiting for? Avail your children this opportunity to be part of this fun fair. This year's October Children's Party is loaded with lots of goodies. Date 1st of October 2019. Time 10 a.m. prompt. Venue DBS NPA Ejeba Expressway. Gate fee 300 naira per child. DBS October Children's Party. Don't miss out. Nigeria, my beloved country.
Tonight, the Sopadek Commissioner representing Ishekiri ethnic nationality assures of more developmental projects. Ogwashuku Kingdom in Anyosha South gets new monarch. Popular singer David O thanks wife. Thank you for joining us on the DRTV Main News. I am Sonia Unobunjo. The member representing the Shekiri ethnic nationality on the board of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SOPADEC, Honorable Griftson Omashuli, has assured the people of Bokoda, Udo, Obit Ubo, Koko, and Obotegada communities in Wari North Local Government area of the Commission's determination to complete all ongoing and abandoned projects in the areas. Honorable Omashuli gave the assurance when he paid an on-the-spot visit to the various communities in Wari North in continuation of his inspection of project sites. The report.
Honorable Omashuli and his entourage were received at Bokoda by the community chairman, Mr. Austin Mayuku, and other community leaders. Honorable Omashuli, who expressed satisfaction with some completed projects in the community, assured the people that the health center sited in the community would be renovated. He added that the health center, when completed, would be of great benefit to the people, as they would no longer travel to other communities for health care. Honorable Omashuli stated that the commission will build bungalows for doctors and nurses, as well as other medical staff, in order to encourage the medical personnel to be available always at their workplace.
Then we need other facilities in this Bokoda Health Center. The construction of doctors' quarters, then equipping of the health centers, renovation of the health centers, and the generator house. Before we put into functional use, even health center, water scheme too, we need it in this health center.
The chairman of Bokoda community, Mr. Austin Mayuku, while commending the SOPADEC for the completion of the estate with 20 housing units located at the area, urged Honorable Omashuli to help ensure that the health center is completed. He further disclosed that the health center project has been ongoing for 4 years without completion.
We are pleading for employment, even though it's 1 or 2 persons. We appreciate. So we will beg the commissioner for the SOPADEC to do something about it.
The commissioner representing the Shekiri ethnic nationality, Honorable Omashuli, visited Obitigbo, where he commended the past leadership of the SOPADEC for constructing and completing the township road and other projects in the community.
So you see the quality of job that was done, right, left, back, front, north, west, east, and south. Nice job. Although this was connected to the ones His Excellency commissioned the other time. So these are newly executed job by the SOPADEC.
At Udo, Obotegarada, and Koko communities, the SOPADEC commissioner inspected ongoing, completed, and abandoned projects in the communities. Projects inspected included construction of units of bungalows, construction of medical gas plants built and equipped by the commission, construction of markets at Koko, construction of classroom blocks at Obo Tegarada, construction of jetty, amongst others. The inspection of projects by Honorable Omashuli continues. Daniel Oji reporting.
The people of Agbaroto community in Ugeli North local government area of Delta State on Thursday blocked the Ugeli section of the busy east-west road to protest power outage in the community in the last 1 year. Our correspondent reports that the road was blocked for several hours. The report.
Residents of the community numbering over 5,000 stormed the Agbara junction as early as 7 a.m., calling the management of Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC, to immediately restore light to the community. The protesters, comprising youths, women, and the elderly, said they will continue with their protests and ensure that the Ughelli section of the road becomes impassable to commuters flying the east-west roads to other parts of the country until their plight was addressed.
Even the NDDC, they came, they brought about 4 poles, and they received us that the light will come before the election, just because they need our vote.
There is no light, and we have been suffering and be burning fuel every day for 4,000. I'm tired and my business is down.
The truth of the matter is that as a businessman, I've been running my business with generator, and you know what that means. The money I spend on generator on monthly basis more than to pay 2 stage gear or 3 stage gear as case may be.
The day when I'm not on generator, I know they feel the same. And most of the people now here, they say they charge every day. The day when I'm not on, when my generator get problem, they answer say, Madam, what in now here will say they charge me. What if they have, I go say my generator get problem. The government should call on DVP, your power should call on DVP. So give us.
The protesters lamented that the management of BEDC claimed they will not repair the faulty step-down transformer in the area until the community upset an alleged 70 million naira that the community owed the company. While denying the alleged 70 million naira debts, they accused BEDC officials of not honoring dialogue meetings to ensure power is restored to communities in Agbaroto.
I'm not angry with them. Let us do this for the nation to hear what they are passing through. It's one of the ways to cry out to the nation.
Yes, I support them.
Okay.
I support them because the light issue not small. There's too many suffer for it. They suffer of light. All generator, we're not going to get what they say.
However, the protest turned violence when a policewoman who attempted to tear gas the protesters was reportedly attacked by the angry protesters. The policewoman was bleeding from injuries sustained from the attack, and she was reportedly rushed to the hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, the authorities of the Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC, have reacted to the protests of residents of Agbaroto on Wednesday, urging them to remain calm. Speaking on behalf of BEDC, its corporate affairs officer, Mrs. Ellen Ogagarowe, said the prolonged power outage in Agbaroto was caused by a faulty transformer, and men of BEDC were prevented by residents from taking it to their office for repairs. She noted that the issue will soon be resolved as a meeting of all stakeholders has been slated for next week. Mrs. Ogagarowe noted that there is power outage in Ughelli presently due to the overflooding of the Otowodo substation.
There's a way forward to finalize everything because we have a meeting with the local government chairman of Ughelli on Monday, where the community leaders and our men will come together and the state government to find a lasting solution to their light issue.
She assured residents of Ughelli that power will soon be restored to the area. As the men are working to restore power, Daniel Oji reporting.
The chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP Delta South Senatorial District, Chief Julius Takeme, has again called on stakeholders and leaders of the party to make concerted efforts in repositioning the party in the senatorial district. Correspondent Ogene Rona Oyibo reports that Chief Takeme will lead executives of the party in Delta South in a consultative visit to the former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Elder Gosde Orubebe, solicited support from party leaders. The report.
In continuation of the consultation and familiarization visit, the chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Delta South, Chief Julius Takeme, has again called on stakeholders and leaders of the party to make concerted effort to reposition the party on the path of unity, justice and progress. The PDP chairman, Delta South, who led the executives of the party in the senatorial district on a familiarization visit to the former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Elder Gosde Orubebe, noted that the breaking ground for democracy is political parties, and as such, stakeholders of the PDP must be ready to defend and maintain the party's dominance in Delta South and Delta State in general. Chief Takeme, while commending Elder Gosde Orubebe for his contributions to the party at the state and national levels, appealed to him and other PDP leaders to continue to support and defend the party at all times, especially the senatorial district.
The major stakeholders, possibly to familiarize themselves with them, and also to consult with them on how we're going to build a more united PDP in Delta South Senatorial District, by extension Delta State.
For his part, the former Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Ed Auguste Orubebe, lauded Chief Takeme for the initiative to rejig the party, urging him to be steadfast and committed to his drive in repositioning the party for a more stronger and united PDP in Delta South Senatorial District. Ed Orubebe also expressed confidence on the leadership prowess of Chief Takeme and declared support for the party in its renewed programs and approach to foster its dominance in the senatorial district.
The task you have is an enormous one.
Also speaking, party chieftains Chief Franklin Edokumo and Prince Austin Edomogiren lauded Chief Takeme for his leadership style and charged him to do his best in order to strengthen the PDP in Delta South. They also promised to support the PDP in the senatorial district so as to give it its pride of place.
Deltans have been enjoined to continue to support the Delta State Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, in order for him to attract more development to the state. A former secretary to the state government, SSG, and national chairman of EK Clark Solidarity for Okowa, Sir Simeon Efenudu, made the call during a PDP forum in Uwie local government area. The report. Sir Efenudu, who noted that the state governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, has attracted more development to the state, appealed to Deltans to give him the needed support for the governor to embark on more projects across the state in his second tenure. He noted that the state governor has done well in the areas of youth empowerment programs, road construction, the health and educational sectors, amongst others in the areas. Sir Efenudu, Chief Hope Erute, Chief Edmond Ojogu, and Prince Abugo Akbo, in the same vein, commended the Delta State Governor for his SMART program, which has helped in attracting development to the state.
That is a very dynamic leader. He came out boldly that he supports Governor Okowa, that it will be done, and that they are not seeing anything wrong with Okowa. This is a formidable group. All members should be steadfast and be prepared for the task ahead.
They noted that the PDP pressure group played a great role in ensuring victory for the state governor during the last governorship election, stressing that they are working towards the victory of the PDP in the 2023 general elections.
The way forward is that we are urging Okowa to do better in governance of the state, much more than he did in the last 4 years. And we're certainly sure he will not disappoint.
And the purpose of this very group is to support Okowa using EK Clark Solidarity political structure.
They added that Chief EK Clark, who is their leader, believes in the leadership prowess of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says 52 political parties and their candidates are ready to participate in the Bayelsa governorship election on November 16. News agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that the form to that effect was displayed at INEC's office in Yenikua on Friday. The political parties are Accord, ANRP, ADP, APP, DPP, APGA, BNPP, CAP, PDP, APC, FJPN, Fresh Democratic Party, and GPN, amongst others. Some of the candidates are Mr. David Inyong APC, Senator Doye Duri, PDP, Aziba Taram, Cameroon, ANRP, Mrs. Helen Okorodas, ACD, INEC Head of Department, Voters, Education and Publicity, Mr. Wilfred Ifoga, told the news agency of Nigeria NAN that a total of 52 parties were able to provide candidates for the election, while the other parties' candidates did not meet the qualification. Mr. Ifoga further added that the candidates include 46 males and 6 females. The Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, has vacated a forfeiture order secured by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) on some properties belonging to former Imo State Governor Rochas Okorosha and other members of his family. The anti-graft agency had earlier this month obtained the court's orders for the interim forfeiture of assets traced to the former governor, his wife, Inyoma Nkechi, and their daughter. Their properties include a 16-block, 96-flat structure and an 8-bungalow multi-million naira estate, hotels, 2 schools, shopping plaza, supermarkets, hospital, and 4 vehicles. The commission, in an earlier statement, said it would like to know how Russia's foundation and other accomplices acquired or converted some of the property for personal use. Vacating the order, the presiding judge, Kolawole Omotosho, lifted the forfeiture order on some of the properties, especially the schools, to enable students to resume for the new academic year. The court, however, made another order restricting the respondents from selling any of the properties pending the conclusion of investigations by the EFCC. The development followed the submission of Okorosha's lawyer, Oke Amechi, that the forfeiture order displayed on the school gates would negatively affect resumption of academic activities in the new session, insisting that parents would be discouraged to register their children and works in the school. Meanwhile, the EFCC had asked the court to exclude 2 of the properties earlier listed in the forfeiture order after it was discovered that they were not owned by the former governor or any of his family members. The Nigerian Customs Service said 3 years jail term awaits anybody arrested for smuggling a bag of rice into the country. Controller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, retired Colonel Ahmed Ali, stated this while addressing border communities of Nigeria and Niger at Megatari local government area in Jigawa State. He said the act of smuggling of contraband food items into the country is playing a key role in destroying the country's economy. The Controller General said the federal government is making efforts to improve agriculture, especially rice farming, but the foreign rice being imported to the country massively through illegal borders is sabotaging government's policies. It disclosed that most of the rice are being imported with motorcycles through illegal borders. Retired Colonel Ali said anybody found culpable will be prosecuted accordingly, and the minimum punishment for smuggling a bag of rice is 3 years jail term. He urged border communities to support government efforts in fighting illicit importation of contraband food items into the country, which is inimical to citizens' health, by feeding security agencies with any useful information. Colonel Ahmed Ali also warned security operatives to be vigilant and cordial with members of border communities. The member representing Ndokwa West constituency in the Delta State House of Assembly, Honorable Charles Emetulu, has officially unveiled the campaign and sensitization materials for the kickoff of the first phase of National Association of Polytechnic Students (NAPS) championed national campaign against female victimization and sexual molestation on campus. Honorable Metulu is the chairman, House Committee on Education, unveiled the materials at Asaba when a delegation of the national leadership of NAPS, led by the Director of Mobilization and Strategic Engagements and chairman of the committee for the proposed nationwide campaign, Comrade Dios Rex Ogale Emeka, presented him the materials for unveiling. While unveiling the materials, the member representing Ndokwa West constituency stated that violence against women, such as sexual harassment, have affected educational advancement in Africa and should be discouraged by all stakeholders. Honorable Metulu noted that sex for marks by lecturers was not the only harassment. Declaring total support for the NAP's proposed sensitization campaign, the former Students' Union activist and lawmaker pledged to use his office to bring whoever is found culpable of such offense to justice. Honorable Metulu, however, enjoined the students' leaders to eschew malicious blackmail and unfounded propaganda in the course of the campaign. Earlier, the leader of the delegation, Comrade Dios Rex Ogale Emeka, disclosed that the flag of rally was scheduled to hold on the 1st of October 2019 at Asaba and called on all relevant stakeholders to support the initiative. Comrade Dios stated that the leadership of NAPS had chosen the Chairman House Committee on Education in Delta State House of Assembly as the most appropriate authority, since such campaign will not find its footing without a legal framework vis-a-vis the domestication of the Sexual Harassment in Tertiary Institutions Prohibition Act 2016 at all levels. The Delta State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education has postponed the receipt examination for the Basic Education Certificate Examination BECE, earlier slated for Saturday, September 14, 2019. A statement by the Director of Information, Mr. Paul Osao, says the postponement was due to the late release of scratch cards by some school heads to enable students and parents check the results. It added that the ministry regrets any inconvenience the postponement will cause the students and parents. The statement stated that the receipt examination has been rescheduled for Saturday, September 21, 2019. Former Minister for Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has lost a father, Obi Chukwuka Okonjo, who was the traditional ruler of Ogwachukwu in Anyosha South local government area of Delta State. Obi Chukwuka Okonjo died at the age of 91 in the United States of America. The late monarch, who was a professor of mathematics, ascended the throne of his ancestors in 2007. Meanwhile, a new monarch has been crowned following the conclusion of traditional rites. He is Ife Chukwuka Okonjo. The crowning process featured his endorsement and presentation by the Umuobi Obaya royal family of Ogwachukwu and the traditional shocking and crowning ceremonies conducted by the Ikelike and Agadehi kingmakers of Ogwachukwu. The new Obi, who is a financial management expert, holds 2 degrees in economics and history from the University of Maryland College Park and MBA from the University of Edinburgh, Scotland. The Delta State Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, has sent his condolences to the Okonjo family and the people of Ogwachukwu on the passing on of the Obi of Ogwachukwu Kingdom, Professor Chukwuka Okonjo. According to the statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Olisa Ifeajika, the Governor also commiserated with the Umuobi Obaiha royal family over the death of the highly respected academic, international public servant, and an accomplished traditional ruler. He noted that the departed monarch was a renowned professor of mathematics who devoted his life and time to the promotion of peace, coexistence, and development of education in several parts of the world, where he taught as secondary school teacher, university lecturer, and international public administrator. The governor described the deceased as a world-class public servant whose love for education was unparalleled. Governor Okowa said apart from being the king of Ogwachuku, he believed that the late Chukwuka Okonjo will be remembered for his role in refocusing tertiary education in Ghana. It was in the course of his that he developed the double intake system designed to achieve significant increase in student enrollment rates in Ghana, which later earned him the highest civil national award from the government of Ghana. As director of the Regional Institute for Population Studies at the University of Ghana, Legend Accra, Professor Okonjo installed the first African population information and documentation system for Africa, valued at $350,000. The leader and founder of Liberty Commission, Dr. Andy Francis Igoyomi, has called on Christians and mankind in general to embrace the teachings of the New Age, also known as the Aquarian Gospel. Dr. Andy Igoyomi gave the call at a lecture in Warri when he taught extensively on the 12 blessings of the New Age as it relates to the teachings of Jesus Christ during the sermon on the report.
The Liberty Commission is a non-governmental organization founded by Dr. Andy Francis Igoyomi and committed to propagate the teachings of the New Age, also known as the Aquarian Gospel. At a one-day lecture held in Warri, Dr. Andy Igoyomi told participants that the New Age Gospel looks at the cosmic concept of the teachings of Jesus Christ in the Sermon on the Mount. Taking his teaching from the book of Matthew chapter 5 from verse 1, Dr. Andy gradually opened the eyes of participants to the reality of Jesus' teachings, the blessedness in obeying them, and how it relates to the New Age. He also unveiled and read out the 12 blessings of the New Age as given to George King on July 27, 1958, emphasizing on the need to embrace these 12 blessings, which will be for the benefit of all humanity through the everlasting love of the cosmic master, Jesus Christ.
Blessed are the poor. One statement of Jesus is what I'm defining for you now. We say we go to church. You don't understand Jesus. How will you understand Islam? Because Muhammad built upon the teachings of Jesus. Your own creation will give you heaven or hell. But when you are poor in spirit, you will not be a victim to hell.
The founder of the Liberty Commission also called on all mankind to apply scientific knowledge as it relates to the cosmic system, which is a continuation of the teachings of Jesus Christ. He further explained that the New Age teachings will make mankind understand how and why we should live in peace and on earth, and at the same time prosper in it.
The New Age is here, and Jesus has always been here. He has never left, except that we are not developed enough to be able to perceive his presence and act in light of what he has got for the New Age. So we decided to come out like this so that all who are interested in knowing what Jesus is up to at the moment can take the teachings in the light of scientific travels, in the light of the New Age.
High points of the lecture was the question and answer session, which participants were made to ask questions so as to get clarity on the cosmic concept of the
The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission ICPC on Friday sealed the Lagos residence of the President of the Nigeria Football Federation NFF, Amaju Pinnick. ICPC via its official Twitter handle said it has placed the mansion belonging to the NFF President under investigation. The mansion is located at Parkview Estate, Lagos. ICPC had earlier sealed the Abuja residence of the second Vice President of NFF, Shehu Diko. Diko is also the chairman of League Management Company of Nigeria. The property sealed is located at number 1 River Benue, Maitama, Abuja. Now to sports. Residents of Warri, Uwe and Udu local government areas have been enjoined to join the DBS Warri Sports Club to exercise every Saturday by 7 a.m. in order to keep fit. The patron of the DBS Warri Sports Club, Chief Francis Honora, made the call on Saturday during the walkout at the Ejeba premises of DBS Warri. Correspondent Daniel Oji has the details.
The patron of DBS
Delta Rainbow. This is Delta Rainbow Television main news, so we apologize for that break in audio transmission. Moving ahead, residents of Warri, Uwe and Udu local government areas have been enjoined to join the DBS Warri Sports Club to exercise every Saturday by 7 a.m. in order to keep fit. The patron of the DBS Warri Sports Club, Chief Francis Honora, made the call on Saturday during the walkout at the Ejeba premises of DBS Warri. Correspondent Daniel Oji has the details. We apologize for that. Now to entertainment news. On our entertainment news tonight, Nollywood actress Eucharia Anunobi speaks about the pains of losing her only child, while popular singer David O thanked his soon-to-be wife, Chioma. The report is presented from our studio. And from our entertainment business news now. Major stakeholders in the Nigerian economy have denounced attempts at reprisal attacks on South African-owned businesses in Nigeria following xenophobic attacks recently carried out against African nations, including Nigerians working in South Africa. Some Nigerians who suffered losses during the few attacks also lamented, noting that the actions amounted to Nigerians hunting themselves. Last week, some South African-owned businesses operating in Nigeria were targeted with violence in retaliation for the xenophobic attacks in South Africa. The police stopped the attacks from spreading. Outlets of supermarkets chain ShopRite, telecoms giants MTN, and fashion retailer Pep were among those that mostly bore the bonds from the protesters. Still on business news, transactions on the trading floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange sustained rising profile at the weekend as more blue chips stocks recorded price appreciation, leading to a further rise in market capitalization by 1.0%. At the close of trading, the All Shares Index rose by 273 points, 1 to 27,426.64 points. Accordingly, investors gained 141 billion naira in value as market capitalization went up to 13.351 trillion naira. The upturn was impacted by gains recorded in medium and large capitalized stocks, amongst which are Nestle Nigeria, Fort Oil, Dangote Sugar Refinery, Guarantee Trust Bank, and Lafarge Africa. Oil spilled to around $60 per barrel on Friday as concern about a slowdown in the global economy and oil demand outweighed hints of progress in the U.S.-China trade dispute. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries OPEC and the International Energy Agency IEA both issued reports this week pointing to an oil surplus next year, despite the OPEC-led pact to cut supply that runs until March. According to Craig Allen of Oando, oil prices have been split in recent days, even as stock markets have reeled and inventory data has reported large crackdown. The IEA and others continue to downgrade forecasts for demands as global economic growth fears mounts. And back home, we'll bring you a report on aerobics. Residents of Warri Uwe and Udu local government areas have been enjoined to join the DBS Warri Sports Club to exercise every Saturday at 7 a.m. in order to keep fit. The patron of DBS Warri Sports Club, Chief Francis Onara, made the call on Saturday during the walkout at the Ejeba premises of DBS Warri. Correspondent Daniel Oji has details.
As early as 7 a.m., members of the DBS Warri Sports Club were on ground to participate in the Saturday physical exercise. Those who participated in the exercise included children, youths, women, and the elderly. The patron of DBS Warri Sports Club, Chief Francis Onora, who donated a table tennis board, Scrabble, and chess games, amongst other sporting items, stated that it is important to exercise in order to be healthier. He advised those who participated in DBS Warri Sports to also exercise daily at home.
Do little exercise every day, and that will give them fitness. That will drive away little sicknesses they may not realize is in them. Let them quickly key in, especially in DBS.
Instructor Mr. Ansel Jeremy, Mr. Emmanuel Ogbelepeya, and DBS Warri Sports Club coordinator Mr. Louis Nuche, amongst others, spoke on some benefits of working out.
Exercise is very essential to all humans. You don't need to wait for the doctor to ask you to do exercise before you start doing exercise. The women, you don't need to wait for your husband to start complaining that your weight is getting too much before you start doing exercise.
Every Saturday, come to DBS premises for you to keep fit. Keeping fit to make you to be healthy.
I am here to exercise and it's good for my body.
And when you are well in your heart, you are well all over.
Members of DBS Warri Sports Club participated in different sporting activities for about 3 hours.
We are inviting all of you to come to DBS Aerobics. You can see that people are jogging here. Come and keep fit. Daniel Oji reporting.
Now to weather update. And its environs will continue to experience the persistent rainfall in the coming week. There will be thundering showers of rain accompanied by a gentle breeze on Sunday with average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, while there will be a light rain on Monday with temperature rising to 30 degrees Celsius. Residents are advised to put on thick clothes and go about with their umbrellas. And with that report, we've come to the conclusion of our news bulletin, but before we go, the highlights of some of our stories. The member representing the Shekiri ethnic nationality on the board of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SOPADEC, Honorable Griffin Omashuli, has assured the people of Bokoda, Udu, Obitogbo, Koko, and Obon, Tegarida communities in Warri North local government area of the Commission's determination to complete all ongoing and abandoned projects in the areas. Honorable Omashuli gave the assurance when he paid an on-the-spot visit to the various communities in Warri North in continuation of his visit to project sites. Former Finance Minister Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala has Obi Chukwuka Okonjo, who was the traditional ruler of Ogwachuku in Anyosha South local government area of Delta State. Obi Chukwuka Okonjo died at the age of 91 in the United States of America. And that's the news from us. Have a good night's rest. Thank you for watching.
Nigeria is 59. The management of Delta Broadcasting Service, Warri, in conjunction with Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, invites the general public to join us in the 2019 Independence Day celebration, tagged Drtv Nigeria Praise. This program is a praise program designed to worship God on behalf of the nation. Dress code white and green. Get fee free of charge. Featuring dance galore, Fogmont gospel music ministers, international mass choir of all churches, African praise. Venue DBS Ejeba Expressway, Warri. Date Tuesday 1st of October 2019. Time 12 noon. Groups or church mass choir who wish to participate in this program should please contact Johnson Obaseje on 0803 555 4015 or Harrow 0803 453 8423. Signed, Reverend Harold Ikuku, DBS Warri, Chairman, Planning Committee.